Today is June 14th, 2026. Here with Gem Avocado. It's doing fairly well. It's holding quite a few avocados. Not like last year where it just dropped just about everything, you know. And good size avocados. That's quite a few. Look underneath, there's quite a few. That branch on that side is actually bent over just from the weight of avocados. It's still dropping a lot, the smaller ones that you'd see on the floor, but it's not doing well, not doing too bad at all. Here I am with Gwen avocado. This one's holding 3 avocados, I want to say. Dropped most of them. Good size. They're growing fast. Last year, I want to say last year, it did the exact same thing. Held about 3 avocados. It's another one there. Another one there. This is a Gwen. Looking a little raggedy. But, that's, I don't know. The other one in the pot, the same thing. Looks kind of raggedy. But not sure if that's just the way that tree grows. So, but the avocados are great on these. Really good tasting avocado. This is the Gwen again. We pan over. Here's a Carmen. Carmen, we've been picking avocados. There's a whole bunch on the counter. They should have been all picked already by now, but they're starting to grow the root from the pit, from the seed. Very light, small root, nothing major where it's not full of roots or anything. Avocados are still doing good though. And maybe a half dozen left on the tree, but it's doing good. Pushing out new growth, all the bronze colored leaves, so no flowering. It flowered, but it didn't hold anything. But that's the Carmen. And here we are with the Esther. Esther is doing pretty good. It has some new growth coming in. Other than that, it's holding one small avocado. It's getting watered right now, so that's that noise. Not just that tree, a few trees get watered at once. But it's doing well. That's the Esther. And right next to it is the bacon. Bacon's doing real good. Getting real big. It's real big. It's spreading out on top after I topped it, and has a whole bunch of leaders coming out, so which is good. Spreading out real nice on top. So this is holding avocados as well. Hard to make them out, but they're there. You can see this already needs water. Look at the new growth. It's all wilted, even though watering it daily. But it's probably going to be maybe 85 today around here. All the other leaves look great, but any new leaves are very tender. As soon as the sun hits them, they start wilting. But doing real good. Very healthy looking tree. That's the bacon. Here I am with the lamb. Lamb's doing good. Still holding the avocados. We're waiting till July to start hopefully picking them. None of the other ones are darkening. They don't have that black flush that the other one had. We ate that other one, but it was horrible. It was tasteless, just watery avocado. Wasn't ready. And that was picked in, I want to say May last month, and it flushed black though, and it just did not taste good. It was all watery. Didn't taste good at all. But this is still holding all those avocados. Sorry for that lens flare. Still holding a lot of avocados. The new crop for next year. Um, very few, maybe a half dozen if that. Got to count up on top. That's where it's holding most of them up on top. But see if I could get away from lens flare. See if you could make them out up on top. There's a few little small ones up there. But if I point it up, you guys are gonna get blasted in the face with sun. But this is the lamb. Here we are. This fuerte flowered. Had one little fruit, dropped it. This is another jam. It's holding a whole bunch of fruit, maybe a dozen fruit on it, perhaps. Hopefully they fall off. But this is a reed. The reed's still holding the old fruit, or the ones that need to be picked, hopefully in July. This flowered, it held some fruit and then dropped every single fruitlet. So, and then right next to it, we have the Gwen. Again, this looks all scraggly, but kind of seems like the trait of the tree. But it's holding fruit. Last year it only held one to get ripened, but no, it looks like it's gonna keep dropping fruit. You could look at that one's already falling off. Yeah, so it's still dropping fruit. More than likely it'll probably drop the rest, but they're all in number 15 pots or 15 gallons. Anyhow, that's these in the pots. Here we are with the Pinkerton. You could see, if you notice, it's bushing out, it's greening up. Just got fertilized yesterday, just granular fertilizer. So it's doing well though. This is doing good, really good. Flowered but didn't hold anything. Right next to it is another lamb. This other lamb's doing pretty well. Not really anything growing on it. Maybe some new growth, probably for coming summer months, but doesn't look too bad. And right next to it is a Charwell. Charwell is holding one fruit. We'll see if it stays. The stem is looking a little yellow there, so, but this is greening up real nice. This is being attacked more than likely by a grasshopper, eating up all the leaves. I haven't found them yet, but it's doing well. Not too bad at all. That's a Charwell. And last but not least, this is the reed. This one's in the ground. Still holding, I think it's still holding most of the fruit that it had from last year. It's starting to get dull. No more shine to them. It's holding a few fruit. Not sure how many. They're still small, so kind of crazy that it's holding fruit way up on top. I'm thinking they're gonna fall off, but if you notice, look at the tip, no leaves at all on top. Hopefully it'll push out some growth up on there, protect those avocados if they stick. So this is the reed, and it's not looking too bad. This side looks a little bit more sparse, but it's just the way this tree grows for whatever reason. One side is sparse, one side is covered in leaves. So, but it's doing well. Oh, these curled up leaves, I figured out what is doing this. It's a small, see if I got it. It's a small little, there it is. It's little tiny caterpillar. White little caterpillar. That's what's doing that to the leaves. At first I thought it was a spider. There's another one. See if I can't make it out on the camera, but yeah, that's what's curling up the leaves and eating some of the tips on these. Little tiny caterpillars. I'm assuming those are the ones that make these little holes. I don't know. Haven't caught them in the act, but they are little tiny caterpillars that curl that leaf up like that. There's another one. This one was less curled. Look, he already has a cocoon going. Probably gonna transform. But probably some type of little moth or some moth, but the caterpillars are tiny though. Tiny little guys. But this is a reed, and make sure you guys water your trees. It's starting to get hot. I'm watering daily pretty much, and everything's looking pretty good, not too bad. Some of the leaves look like they need nitrogen or something. A little bit of yellowing. This one I fertilized it yesterday as well, some granulized fertilizer. Not too much, just about half a cup. So, but it's not doing bad. That's the read, and that's an update for June 2026, guys. Well, take care.